Another important issue in this campaign is the border. Since Biden has taken office, he has opened it wide, and we have folks streaming across the border, many of them coming from parts of the world that are hostile to the U.S. It's also opened us up to a great deal of trafficking. There are children that have come across this border that we've lost track of. They're somewhere presumably in the interior of this country, and there have been a number of very legitimate concerns about human trafficking, and that these children are being used for inappropriate purposes. This is a huge deal and needs to be addressed. It is a human rights crisis at the border, and there has to be some control. It cannot just be that they come in anytime they want, any way they want. There has to be some control, and if anybody came over illegally, they should be forced to return to their home country and begin the process of legitimately migrating to this country. There is a process in place, and I think it should be fixed and made to happen a little faster than it does, but there can be no basis for allowing people to stay in this country who entered this country illegally. Regardless, there has to be a process in place. If they voluntarily return to their nation, then they will be given the opportunity to apply and return legitimately. But if they choose to stay and we have to catch them and return them by force, then they will not be allowed to return. That's just the way that should work. This is not open for debate. We have a sovereign nation here. And this is, again, another example of how policies that are favored on the coasts are adversely affecting those of us on the border, like Texas. And you see some of the hypocrisy when they come up under Trump and named all these cities as sanctuary cities. Well, now that many of these illegal aliens have been sent by Governor Abbott to these sanctuary cities, many of them are now begging and pleading for that to stop because they can't handle it. Now imagine you're one of those border states. Multiply the number of immigrants coming through by 10 or 20 or 100. That's the problem these states are facing, and the federal government is doing virtually nothing but gaslighting everybody, claiming that the border is secure when it is clearly not secure. That's going to be a big issue in this campaign. I think there's a lot more we can do to secure that border as a state, and I'm looking forward to working with Governor Abbott and others in the House to make that happen.